So, next one is Prince says, my parents have been in a very unhealthy relationship, but all of us still live inside the same house. This story is too long to say right now because this talk is for everyone and not just for me. Yeah, but perhaps we all can benefit. Let's see. A few days ago, I found out in secret that my dad's been seeing someone else. Well, obviously, this is now interesting for everybody. It's like a soap opera, but we can all learn from it. First of all, right here, I want you to realize, don't panic. Nothing has happened. Okay, these things happen, and we'll see what the rest is. Then he says, I lost him. So it says, the life stays too loud because it's weak. The story is too, because this is like for everyone and not just for me. Okay, so I'll make the long story short. He says the whole thing took around 2 decades long, but essentially my mom and dad are very close to separation, but they still live in the same house for the sake of the children, like me. A few days ago, I found out in secret that my dad has been seeing someone else. None of my parents know that I know. If they're watching this, they now know now, but I doubt if they are, I guess. My mom does not know anything. What should I do? I am lost. Do I tell my dad? Do I tell my mom the truth? My mom's very fragile from all the harsh experiences she's undergone the past decade. I don't know if she can take the truth. What do I do? All I know is that you're a good man, thank you, who gives great advice, and that things like these won't stick forever, right? The ending will be bad. I just don't know what to do as a child. First of all, the fact that you're discussing this with me means you're not a child. You're very wise and very concerned, compassionate and caring. These are very good traits. However, this is not exclusive to you. This sort of situations, I'm sure, has happened and continuously happens for many families, and the children get to know about certain things that the other parent doesn't know, and they feel like, what do I do? Should I tell my mom? Should I tell my dad? Should I tell one of the parents that I know what's going on? Should I tell the other parents that this is what the other parents, dad or mom is doing? I suggest the best thing to do, you be focused on your life, do exactly what you always did, being a good son for both of them, extend love and kindness to both of them. Don't mention whatever you know, because information, knowledge is always limited. What you know may or not be the whole story, and whatever it is, you may or may not end up helping. You don't know what your mother would like to know or not know. You don't know why your dad is doing what he's doing. You don't know the relationship between your mom and dad. It's not like they are still the same lovey-dovey as they were, before you were born. Many things happens through this journey, and they all react towards the challenges differently. I'm not saying what your dad or mom is doing good or bad. This is not the intention or the focus of this conversation. The focus is that the knowledge is limited. You do not know everything. You don't know how your father feels. Maybe that is the way for him to keep everything together. You don't know what your mother would prefer. Maybe she would prefer not to know, but at the same time he has created some kind of maybe a relationship, better or worse. Somehow she's handling it. All I'm saying is that you don't know everything. So the best thing you can do is to be the good son that you've always been. Focus on your life, attend to your business, attend to your studies, do your best, and be there for them when they ask for it, when you see they need it. But do not divulge information from one parent to the other. Tomorrow your mother may have a secret or some feelings that she, whether it's about a romantic feeling about anybody or not, that's not the point. The point is that maybe she doesn't want something that she confides in you to be taken out somewhere else so your father will know, or vice versa. So your role would be to be there supporting them, but not tell on each other something you have found out, okay? But you have no mandate to start judging it and creating some kind of a story. Let them figure this out for themselves. Let's say you tell your mom, what is going to be the perception of your mom about your dad? That she would think that your dad would have never told her if you would have not told your mom, which then your mom would have confronted your dad. So your dad would have a hard time to bring trust to your mom or to justify why he didn't want to say it. Could be many reasons. And if you don't tell her and she finds out, she's not going to say, well, why didn't you tell me? Because that is not between you and your mom. That's between your dad and your mom. That's a separate relationship. Do not become your mom's father, and do not become your dad's mother or father. This relationship is between them. It's a romantic relationship, husband and wife. They would have to deal with it. If your dad doesn't want to tell your mom something, it's his shortcomings or decision, whatever it is. Your mom the same. And if they do, it should be happening between them by themselves, not by an outside force, which would actually muddy the water, but create certain kind of a distrust between them, that what if this wouldn't have come out? Would you ever would have told me? Maybe your dad will tell her. Maybe it's a way he's dealing with things. Whatever it is, I don't think you should be looking for any brownie points here, or thinking that it's your duty to go and become a spy for this one or for that one. This is not about what your dad is doing or is right or wrong. It's about your role. Your role is to be a son. Love your mom and love your dad. Whatever your dad or mom doing to each other does not take away your respect for them, unless they're being abusive, in certain, way that, you all know. So leave that alone. Do your things and be loving and respectful to your father. It's a different business and different matter what he's doing. It has nothing to do with your respect and your appreciation for how they have been treating you. The same thing, your love and respect for your mother. It doesn't matter what she's going through or maybe she hates your dad. Maybe she's done something that has pushed your dad that way. Maybe not. Maybe your dad being, has a certain need, or your dad being unreasonable, or, doing something that he's not supposed to do. It's between the two of them. You don't know enough, therefore don't create something that you can't remedy. Let the nature take its course. Maybe this would be a bump and they will talk it over and they will, calm down and reconcile. Who knows?